everyone, I'm Hannah, and today I'm teaming up with Rit Dye to share with you just how easy it is to update an old fashion trend to make it new. So for this challenge, I went ahead and I thrifted a plain white long sleeve top that's kind of got like princess sleeves, and I'm going to update it for spring. And the trend that I'm focusing on is ultraviolet, which is like the Pantone color of the year for 2018. Rit Dye was kind enough to hook me up with everything I need to transform this plain white shirt into a colorful creation. So I'm going to take you guys along for the process and share as many tips and tricks as I can along the way. And just a heads up, this is my first time using Rit Dye, so if I can do it, you can do it. Let's get started.
First, you should always check over the instructions very carefully. The official Rit Dye website was a wealth of information with lots of advice for using their dye. Be sure to check that the dye you want is made for the fabric you have. Since I have a cotton rayon blend shirt, I'll be using the original formula dye. They do have a newer formula called Dye More, which is made for synthetic fibers in case your project involves something like polyester. Better yet, if your garment isn't starting at white, they have a color remover dye to do just that. I will leave links down below this video where you can purchase your own dye. Next, I used instructions from the bottle as well as some I found on the Rit Dye website to estimate how much mixture I needed for my shirt. Ultimately, I went with 2 gallons of hot water and half a cup of royal blue and a 1/4 cup of purple. And that was it. I used a random stick to mix it thoroughly, and then I added my shirt. I almost think it dyed instantly, but I left it in for about 5 to 10 minutes and I stirred it constantly so it would fully absorb the color. According to Rit Dye, you can actually keep it in the water for up to an hour. Per the instructions, after I was done dyeing, I rinsed the shirt in warm water and then in cool water until it ran clear. Then there were a couple ways to finish the process. I could wash it in warm water with mild detergent and then rinse it thoroughly in cool water, or like what I did, I used Color Stay Dye Fixative to keep my color. So I added 4 tablespoons of that to hot water, I added my shirt, and I stirred that constantly for 20 minutes. Then I rinsed it with cool water, threw it in the dryer, and was done.
And there you have it, a new to me ultraviolet shirt just in time for spring 2018. And if you visit my blog later in the week, theoutfitrepeater.com, you can see an outfit that I styled to complement my trendy new piece. Overall, I compare this process to dyeing Easter eggs. It was really simple, it was fun, the mess was not as bad as I expected it to be, and now I just want to dye everything. At one point I wanted to put my hair in the dye, but that's not what this is made for. You'd actually be surprised what you can dye and all the colors you can choose from. Again, I'm going to have links down below with lots of resources for buying your own Rit Dye. A big thank you to Rit Dye for sponsoring this video. They have been so awesome to me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the content that I create, then be sure to support it with likes and comments and follow and share it with your friends. Hopefully I will see you around on the internet, and don't forget to be excellent to each other.